Although we celebrated Hanukkah and Passover, we didn't go to temple, we didn't pray, we didn't own a Bible. My parents were cultural Jews. They had a strong Jewish identity even though they didn't practice their faith. And they instilled that into me at an early age. Because they never talked to me about God when I was growing up, I really didn't believe in God. My attitude was, well, if there was a God, which I doubted, I would do fine in life without him.
Before I met Craig, I had been married with 2 children. And my first husband was also of a different faith. And because I thought I was so madly in love and didn't want to lose him, I agreed not to get married in the Catholic Church. So we were married by a Unitarian minister. We also agreed that if we had children, they would decide what faith they would be when they grew older. Unfortunately, that marriage ended in divorce when my children were 6 months old and 2.5 years old. That time I wanted my girls to be baptized. So I went to a local parish and I asked the priest if he would baptize my girls. He asked me for my marriage certificate and I didn't have one. And he looked at me straight in the eye and he said, "Anne-Marie, you are living in sin and you're excommunicated from the Catholic Church." Well, I have to tell you, I left there in tears, never to go back to church for 25 years. But I still wanted my girls to be baptized. And I got the courage to go to another priest. And he said, "You know, we don't turn anyone away." And he baptized my girls. But the hurt had already been done to me. You know, I was wrong in taking out on the whole Catholic Church the wrongdoings of one man. But he was also wrong. Before I got married, I used to work in downtown New York for the Department of Agriculture. Now, as a single mom, I had to go back to work. So I stopped by a local Social Security office just to get an application. Filled out the application. The manager there looked at it and offered me the job right on the spot. And that was great for me because I could walk to work. No more train fare, it was wonderful.
I also worked for Social Security, and when I went into service and came out, there wasn't an opening in the office that I used to work in. So I was assigned to another office, and it was in that office that I met Anne-Marie. So neither she nor I were supposed to be in that office. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Initially, when I met Craig, I really didn't like him. I found him to be so annoying, I don't know what. But anyway, he kind of grew on me. You know, he became the social director of the office. He would arrange trips and bowling leagues, and he kind of grew on me. But he wouldn't give me a tumble. So I found myself chasing him until I caught him. When Craig and I decided to get married, we had many obstacles in our way. I was the one who was married before. I had 2 children. We were of different faiths. And I was older than he was.
And she still is.
I don't know.
Because of my Jewish upbringing, a church service was out of the question. And since Anne-Marie and I were practicing our faith, it wasn't really important where we were married. So we decided to have it somewhat special. Still, we wanted to do that. And we decided to get married at the chapel where we would have our reception. And we decided to be married by a Unitarian minister because we felt it wouldn't be offensive to either her family or mine. And another thing, because of my upbringing, that was out of the question was, if we had children, they would be brought up Jewish.
agreed to let our children be Jewish. I thought it was only the right thing to do. I had 2 girls who were really Catholic. I didn't see any problem in it. So we had 3 children in 3.5 years. Don't let that forehead fool you.